Hello Scorpio, welcome to 5th House Divination. My name is Kirsty and today we are looking at a situation that's coming towards you in April 2021 that may give you a choice between two options. So we're going to look at the situation, your reaction to this situation, the options that this situation then presents you with, and then we'll have a look to see at how each option could play out. The purpose of the reading is to give you a little bit of an understanding as to the possible consequences of each choice. So it's not to make a decision for you, it's just to give you a little bit more information so that you can decide for yourself which is the better path. So readings are general, so please do just take what resonates, and don't forget to check out your other sun, moon or rising signs. Guys, so what's coming in for you then, Scorpio, is we have, well, actually, let's start with the underlying energy. With the underlying energy, we've got the Six of Pentacles, and this talks about reciprocation, equal give and take. Everybody sort of, I give to you, you give to me, everybody kind of putting in the same amount of resources. And the situation that's coming into you this month then is around Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven is a review of the resources that we've put into something. This could be money, it could be time, it could be love, it could be effort. But this is a situation that we've been tending to, we've been cultivating, we've been nurturing. The situation has started to bear fruit, and we're looking at it to see whether the return on our investment has been worth it. And so then we then decide, while we're doing this review, we then decide whether we want to continue putting into this situation or whether we want to sort of plant our pentacles elsewhere. So there is some kind of review in April. And the crossing card, so this is a card that can help or hinder, is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords talks about using our logic to understand what does and doesn't serve us, and to cut out what doesn't serve us. This could be, for some of you, it could be interference by a person who is like that. Could be interference by an air sign, maybe, if you've got any air signs around you, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, possibly. But this just talks about our ability to logically cut out what doesn't suit us, what doesn't serve us. So there is a review going on with a view to understanding what does and doesn't serve us, and what you need to cut out of your life. So your reaction to this is the Judgment card, and the Judgment card is a profound rebirth. It's the second to last major arcana. So the Judgment card comes in at a point, again, this is it's like a kind of a review card. For me, it's the major arcana version of this, Seven of Pentacles. But this talks about the life lessons that we learn. The situations that we go through, they're all about evolution and development. So this Judgment card is the last card, the last process that we go through before we close something out. The Judgment card is the point at which we are reborn, or the situation becomes clear in what the next evolution of this situation is going to be. Are we going to enter into it again and kind of go around, the whole sort of round the houses again, or are we going to call it closed and move on? So April, so this decision, this is actually going to lead to a profound rebirth for you. There is going to be something fairly major in your life that you're considering what the long-term future of that is going to be. Whether you want to continue to contribute to it, or whether you want to close it out. And the options that have actually come in for you, interestingly, are two very different options. We have the Tower, and the Tower basically talks about dismantling the foundations and the things in our life. So these are the sort of the pillars of our life, if you like, our job, our home, our family. These are the major structures that support us in our day-to-day life. The Tower comes in and clears any of those that have been holding us back. So one choice is basically to the things that no longer serve us and that we've outgrown, just to completely get rid of it, just absolutely obliterate it and make sweeping changes. Now with the Tower, that does mean changing something really kind of fundamental, or something that has been fundamental to the support structure in your life. So this is quite a big step. This will be something fairly, fairly major. So with the Tower being here, it is, and also on the opposite choice, we've got the Emperor. So it is this decision, this choice that we're looking at is something to do with a pivotal structure in our life. As I say, it could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be home. The Tower sometimes can talk about our perceptions about things. So it could be that also. The other choice, the alternate choice, is the Emperor. And the Emperor, it talks about structure, earthly structure, giving it rules and regulations, really kind of making it manifest in the physical plane. So to me, looking at this, the choice is between either completely dismantling something or giving it much more control and structure, taking charge of it, giving it much more control and structure. Taking more control over it and giving it more structure than what it previously had. So it would seem then that whatever it is that you're looking at reviewing, it's not supporting you anymore. So the choice is, do I completely get rid of it? Or do I try to kind of prop it up and give it a little bit more structure, rules, regulations, that kind of thing? Okay, so if we go down the Tower route, whereby we are removing or sort of really kind of destabilizing whatever this structure was, we do find ourselves in a Four of Wands energy. This can be the cohabitation card. So if this is referring to a home, you may find that, this might be sort of moving out of yours and then, maybe sort of having to live with somebody else for a little while. But I feel that by getting rid of this Tower, whatever it is, it does give you a sort of a day-to-day stability to the actions that you're taking, to the energy that you're expending. And this is then going to bring you into collaboration. So, and looking at the underlying card, the clarifier for this Three of Pentacles is the Five of Wands. So this to me came out as collaborating with the competition. So if this is a work or a job, I think it may be something that is, you're cutting out, and through cutting it out, it's allowing you to regulate your energy output. It's allowing you to regulate, to balance and stabilize, and give you some sort of stability in your life. Your routine, how you go about things, what you do. But through that, then you're going to, the result of this is going to be some kind of collaboration. This talks about, it can be work, it can be anything, but there is something practical, some kind of practical collaboration. And with the Five of Wands here, the Five of Wands to me speaks of competition. If this is a sort of a home environment, there may possibly be some kind of energetic conflict, competition, or sort of conflicting ideas, conflicting creativity within this collaboration. If this is a sort of a cohabitation. Could be cohabitation of a home, cohabitation of a business. You might move into someone else's business premises, but within this collaboration, within the collaboration, there is going to be some form of competition. It's either collaborating with a competitor, or the collaboration brings some form of competition to light, or this could just be you putting a lot of effort into a collaboration. So basically, if you dismantle whatever these structures are that you're reviewing, it's going to allow you to really sort of stabilize your energy output, and ultimately it's going to bring you into collaboration with someone else. The other path is so sorry, the last thing I wanted to say about this line is that it's after the Tower, everything else is minor arcana. And the minor arcana deals with the kind of day-to-day life, the choices that we make every day, ins and outs. This is just our daily life. The major arcana are the big sort of life choices, the lessons that we go through in life that shape our life on a much larger scale. So this choice, we have the Tower, which is the kind of the big choice, and then we there is a sort of a settling into a sort of a day-to-day routine. If we go the other way, there are 4. It is all major arcana. So there's this other path. There will be more growth. It's going to be more of a learning journey. It will be much bigger shifts, I think. So there's going to be more of a learning with this path. So this was probably going to be a short, sharp shock, and then things will settle into back into the kind of the mundane day-to-day. This path is sort of starting out towards a profound transformation. So as I say, with the Four of Emperor, with the Emperor, we are talking about giving more structure, more guidance, and taking control of whatever this situation is. Possibly becoming the boss of it. But this is really kind of giving it some sort of structure, some kind of authority, and a real solid place in your life. So this is kind of blowing it up. This is kind of gluing it down, if that makes sense. So with this then, so after this Emperor, we get the Star. And the Star is absolutely beautiful. Actually, the Star comes in after the Tower to clear up all the mess that's kind of left behind. The Star, it's a beautiful healing card. For me, it's also North Node energy. It talks about kind of getting onto your true path, which is interesting when we see the card that comes afterwards, Scorpio. This could also be the card for Aquarius. You may be dealing with an Aquarius, possibly. But this, to me, talks about some kind of profound healing. And understanding your path, your goal more, where you're off to in life. And then through this, the outcome of this is we've got the Death card, which is the Death and Rebirth card. It's also the Major Arcana card for Scorpio. So I think this is you very much, I think through the Emperor, through gaining some kind of control over the situation, and by kind of, yeah, by controlling this. Sorry, I'm just stumbling there. I'm sure I've just recently done a reading for you, a message, a timeless message that is talking about claiming back control. I'll have a look for it and I'll link it towards the end, so it may be relevant. Yes, so by taking control or authority or ownership over this situation, the healing that comes in is actually results in a profound metamorphosis, and this is you coming back into your own energy. This is you kind of coming into Scorpio. And the clarify for this is the Devil card. The Devil could be Capricorn, but the Devil talks about the things that hold us back. These are actually, the Devil is the things that we give power to. They are the things that we felt used to support us. Queen of Cups. Cutting out what doesn't support us. So the Devil are things that could be substances, people, patterns, habits, the little things that we used to gain some kind of comfort from before, but over a period of time we come to rely on them so much that they then begin to have control over us. We give our power away to them. It can be substances, it can be people, it can be patterns and situations, and this talks about a profound transformation of the things. These are all the things that hold us back. So this feels very much like on one side we have, as I say, we've got like a kind of a short, sharp shock, knocking it over. This feels like sort of knocking it over, but then life settling into a kind of a regular pattern, as it were. The other path, I think the cutting out. So the cutting out that we're doing here, the review and the cutting out that we're doing something fairly quick and fairly swift here, and then we're sort of settling. The changes made on this side are a little bit more profound. By trying to control it and give structure to whatever it is that's not performing, you're actually bringing in a period of healing and somehow kind of finding your path in life, and actually creating a profound transformation in the things that you have possibly previously given your power away to. As I say, going back to the underlying energy, this is the Six of Pentacles. So this card does talk about reciprocation. What I give, I receive. It talks about giving from a place, giving to others because you have enough for yourself, so you're giving the extra that you have to other people. You're not giving to receive, you're giving because you have, and then when you give from that place, other people give back to you willingly. So this is talking about, with resources, this is talking about an equal give and take. So it could be money, it could be time, it could be anything. But I think this is a review, I guess, of that sort of reciprocation. The things that do and don't support us. Are we getting back from our environment, whatever it is, what we've put into it? So guys, so one's sort of quick and relatively painless, and you kind of settle back into a steady, kind of life with a bit of collaboration. Or the other side looks like a pretty profound transformation and a real kind of reclaiming back of the things that sort of held you back previously. So I'll leave that there. If you got something from this, please do like. It helps the channel. If you'd like to get more content from me, I do different styles of reading. Click on the subscribe button and you'll get notified of those. And I will link that timeless reading that I was talking about to the end. Speak to you soon. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.